Hey everybody, it's Andy, and today is October 2nd, and that marks day 74 of my 90-day juice fast. So I'm going to do this video a little differently today because yesterday Raw Balance started, and there's these introductory videos, and I wanted to talk a little bit about myself and how I began getting into the Raw scene, and just let everyone know where I'm coming from. That's part of the Raw Balance community that's currently going on. So, like I said, my name's Andy, and 74 days ago I started a juice fast. I was inspired by a video, which most people have. It was a documentary. It was called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead with Joe Cross. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, but if you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's really inspiring, and that's what really kick-started my interest in juicing and the raw food world. I then started looking on YouTube, came across, and everybody comes across this, is Dan the Man, and Dan McDonald, and he's an inspiring guy. I love watching his videos. They're really awesome. So I started this juice fast, and I've been pretty successful thus far. I've had many little goals. One ultimate goal, that's to get to a certain weight in a certain, pretty much a certain weight. But for the most part, the whole fasting is for me to cleanse my body. So, and that's the problem I've always been having, is that I've been on diets before. I lose a couple pounds, and then I gain it back, plus some. And you know what? Even throughout the diet, I always feel tortured that I'm just suffering, that I'm just kind of like persevering through these fad diets, and it's hard, and it's easy to give up. So this has been really working well for me. I love the fasting. I love juicing. My original goal was to do a 60-day juice fast, just like in the video. The documentary, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. I got to day, I think it was probably the last week of the fast, and I started getting really anxious and a little bit of anxiety, going back into transitioning myself back into, I guess, the really real world. And that's probably what my main problem is that I don't even know what the really real world is for me anymore. Which is why Raw Balance came at the perfect time for me, which is sponsored by, not sponsored, but it's run by Miss Penny Shelton, who runs rawfoodrehab.com. If anyone's, I'm sure everyone that's in Raw Balance knows about that site, but anyone else watching this video for the first time, check that website out. It's just awesome, and I've talked about it in my other videos, but it's great, and you know, I can't say enough good things about it. But I got to the Raw Balance. Raw Balance came along. It was 11 week. It's an 11-week initiative. Today's the second day, and you know, even on the second day, the first day I kind of missed out on the introductions and all that, which I'm making. I'm writing up an introduction of who I am, who I was, who I want to be, what my goals are. So that'll be coming to the Raw Balance blogs. So I'll be starting a blog pretty soon. I was writing one at work, but there was a chili party going on. It was hard to concentrate, so I'll just write it later. But you know, at that 60-day mark, that's kind of where this initiative came at the perfect time, because you know, as soon as I heard the title of the initiative, Raw Balance, that balance just really, like, in bold print, shining lights, really spoke to me for some reason. Like, that's what I'm missing out of my life is balance. Balance with my family, balance with my eating, balance with my finances, and that's really what I got to get a hold of. And some more than others. Mainly the diet and the lifestyle, and transitioning that into going with my family, but transitioning and coexisting with my family, because they eat differently than I do. And though they're eating healthier, I'm somewhat looked at as someone that's going a bit extreme and kind of I don't know if it's been called a fad before. Not my family here, but friends. For the most part, my family's pretty supportive, but there's still some pushback with the kids and stuff, and it's hard, you know. And I don't want to push them to do what I'm doing right now, because it's a hard. It's just they're not mature enough to deal with this kind of stuff, and all I can do is really lead by example at this point, and hopefully they'll catch on, which believe me they are. And still there's these things that we got to work on, but it's, you know what, it's something that's just going to take time, and I can't really speak for them or what they're thinking, but you know, it's a hard pill to swallow, especially when we've been brought up on a Western diet, and you know, I was doing that at full effect with the kids, so I can't just like snap my fingers, and even though it's been 70 something days, I can't just say, okay, you guys are eating this way now. It's just going to be counterproductive, and I'm not going to do it. So I wanted to talk about the balance for the people that are not in the raw balance. It's a 11-week initiative. I know I've said it already, but the things that I've been taking out of it so far. I've been watching these videos by Paul Rice, which are 2 videos that are available. One's about making goals. One's about our first week's. I forgot what the name of the title was. I wish I could remember. But basically, it had to do with like listen to your body. As far as, you know, when you're living a raw lifestyle, don't eat the same things all the time if that's what you don't want to do. Some people gravitate toward that more, and are okay with it. Don't wear myself out. Listen to my body. If I don't want to eat something anymore, move on to something else. That's in the raw parameters. So I love, you know what, I've become a real quick fan. I've only seen 2 of Paul's videos, and I'm already a fan, and I can't wait to hear more from him. So what else what happened? I weighed, I actually didn't weigh in. I just used the last weight that I weighed myself in, which was not too long ago, a couple days ago. And I'll weigh myself again pretty soon. But I sent some pictures. It's just a, you know, front profile, side profile of myself, and I had a guy at work help me out with that. So that was pretty cool of him to do. So yeah. What else can I say about myself here? I'm a married father of 3. I have 2 girls, a little boy that's 7 months now, and I'm, you know what? Ever since I've been on the juice fast, I've had so much energy, so much clarity, and it's been, I feel younger, and you know, not much else can be said other than, you know what? I feel like I'm turning back the hands of time. The clock, because you know what, I'm giving myself these crazy little physical goals all the time. Like today was do 30 push-ups on the hour at work. So, and I did that, and I finished it. So I got there 9 hours doing 30 push-ups. So I don't know what that is, 270 push-ups today. And then I was still active when I got home. I went to my daughter's soccer game, just not getting tired. Before I started this fast, I weighed in at 271, 277, maybe about a month prior to that, and I lost 6 pounds before that. But I mean, once I started fasting, I mean, it came off initially, kind of leveled off, but it's always been kind of a consistent, you know, 1 pound, couple ounces here and there, and it really added up. And you know, every day I was on, you know, drinking the juices. Every day I was feeling better. I had sleep apnea. I had back pains. I would have sleep apnea so bad that I'd snore so loud that I sleep here, because me and my wife can't sleep in the same bed because I'm so loud. I mean, I'd wake up choking. I mean, there was one time, and I don't know if I mentioned this on my other videos, but I woke up one time from a choking fit because I was snoring so loud, because I stopped breathing because I was snoring so loud that I literally got that tunnel vision where, you know, everything was closing in on me, and I almost passed out. And I was so out of shape, depressed, didn't even know I was depressed. I knew that I just didn't like myself and didn't like the way I looked, almost to the degree that I didn't like myself that I kind of was in denial about it, like, oh, I'm okay, but in the back of my mind and in my heart I knew I hate the person that I am. I can't do nothing. I mean, I could do little things here and there, but everything was a huge task. I'd walk up one flight of steps, I'd be huffing and puffing. Now I'm like, I'm running, I'm doing push-ups all the time, I'm rebounding. I mean, I've gotten so many compliments, and you know, the fasting's great and everything, but the problem I have and the reason why I'm part of Raw Balance right now is exactly that, is to balance and transition and to maintain where I'm at, because that's the real trick. At the end of the day, you know, it's very easy for me, well, for any of us to fall back into old habits. I've been pretty strong through this whole thing. I've had some real trials and tribulations. Initially, when I started my fast, my dad had a minor stroke. A couple weeks later, he had a serious stroke where he lost, you know, pretty much the right side of his body, but and he lost his ability to speak. So he lost it for a couple weeks, and it was really hard. But being on the juicing kept me so positive, and there was so much positivity that I couldn't feel bad. I had to be positive, and I knew my dad was going to get better. And though my sister and my mom were very worried, I kind of had to be there as the backbone and the pillar to like keep the positivity up. I mean, there's things that they were just too worried about, and you know, things that, you know, they were, you know, we're thinking about the future, the things that haven't happened yet, and I'm just trying to tell them, let's just make little goals. Let's be happy for every little thing that's happening right now. Let's be happy that he's alive, that he's not paralyzed. And fast forward about a month now, since he's had a stroke, maybe a little bit over a month. He's walking, he's talking, his right side is stronger than ever. He's becoming a new man. So there's a lot of blessings that we need to be appreciative of. And you know what? That's I could attribute that directly to juicing, to put me in that state of mind, that state of positivity, and I want to maintain that. And I have a fear of associating this positivity with the juicing, and I'm hoping Raw Balance is going to help me work through these problems, and I can't see why they can't, because everything's been great. I'm excited to be in on it, and I'm really happy meeting all the people that I've met through YouTube, through Raw Food Rehab, and now through Raw Balance. It's going to be a great trip, and that's it, guys. I hope I'm going to end the video now. So I hope everyone's had a good day, and whoever's still juicing, I hope keep meeting your goals, keep going. If you fall down, pick yourself back up, brush yourself off, and just keep going, and that's what you guys got to keep doing. You know, I know I got a couple buddies on YouTube that kind of fall down, but you know, it makes me even more happy to see them rise back up and get back on it, and that's awesome. So, alright guys, that's it. I always end all my videos with a peace. See you guys later.